Sciatica can be one of the most annoying and frustrating nerve problems to deal with in the entire body. And because that nerve, the sciatic nerve, connects to a bunch of muscles as it leaves the back and goes down into the leg and foot, it can cause all those muscles along the pathway to tighten up and spasm. That will leave people with a sensation that they need to stretch it out to get some relief. So here at our clinic, we've seen all kinds of different stretches that people have shown us over the years. I'm going to cover with you today the top 2 best and the top 2 worst sciatic nerve stretches. My name is Dr. David. I'm a specialist physical therapist over at El Paso Manual Physical Therapy. I've helped out tons of people with sciatica problems, and because I've seen so many different variations of sciatic nerve stretches, some where you're lying down, standing up, sitting down, on your stomach, on your back, with tools, without tools, I've seen it all. I'm going to whittle it down to you to the top 2 best ones and the top 2 worst ones. These 2 best ones truly do help out a sciatic problem, but they really are kind of an indirect stretch. I wouldn't directly stretch the sciatic nerve. It's not a healthy thing to stretch the sciatic nerve. The 2 worst ones put a direct stretch on that sciatic nerve. Let me show these to you. The first stretch that I highly recommend is called a squat stretch. The way you do this is you find a solid place to hang on, like a door jamb. This works really well. Also a sink in the kitchen or a bathroom can work really well. And what you want to do is get into a squat position, holding on to something, and see how my legs are angled out just a bit. You're going to widen your knees as you come down and drop into a squat position. And then just come right back up. And you can hang out down there and stretch. This puts slack on the sciatic nerve and allows you to alleviate the tension in your lower back and take some pressure off through the hips for the sciatic nerve as well. The second stretch that's useful for a sciatic nerve problem is what I call a superhero takeoff. You plant both feet down, make sure that your weight is even between both feet. Then what you got to do is squeeze your butt muscles to tighten up the glutes, and holding that tight, stretch your arms up overhead and shrug, and just hold like that for 10, 15, 20 seconds or more if you can, and stretch. Then relax everything slowly and come down, and you can repeat that for 3, 4, 5 times. I would go for about 2 minutes at a time. That can put some stretch to your sciatic nerve in a very gentle and controlled way while taking pressure off the spine. It's important to do the part where you clench your butt muscles to get the right pressures taking off the hips and the low back. The first worst stretch that could be done for a sciatica nerve problem is the figure 4 stretch. Let me show you what I mean by this. It puts a big stretch right on the glute. So you lie down just like so, cross one leg over, and then you're usually grabbing through here and pulling the knee in. This puts a massive stretch through the butt area here, right where the sciatic nerve passes, and effectively overstretches a shortened nerve to make the problem last longer than it should. The problem with this stretch is that it kind of feels good in the short term, but it keeps the problem there for the long term. That's why I think it's not a good stretch to do. If it's something that you're doing right now, stop right away. Try one of the other exercises try one of the other stretches that I recommended here so you can get the right kind of relief. The second stretch that I recommend you avoid, it's one of the worst ones, is a toe-touching stretch. So it could be done sitting down or standing, but basically you have your legs straight and then you reach towards your toes, and you'll feel stretches all through your back of the hamstrings and the calf areas, even into the feet. That kind of a stretch can be very aggravating for a sciatic nerve problem. And again, it's deceiving because it kind of feels good in the moment, but in the long term, it just makes the sciatica problem worse. Hey, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up below here, and right over there, hit the subscribe button so that you can get notified whenever we release new helpful tips and advice. If you want more specific sciatica help, go over to our channel and find the playlist that's all about sciatica videos. You'll find everything you need there. Talk soon. Bye-bye.